Alright, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here with another episode of Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. In the last episode, we finished off Woljif's side quest, and I think we decided we were gonna check and see if we can do Seela's side quest, which is to find her friend. But first we're gonna have to check out the map and see what is actually available to us, where we can go. I did put a bunch of stuff in storage to try to free up some space here as well. Oh, these people are... Okay, it looks like we might actually have to rest. I was noticing that you could rest in the tavern, but I felt like I didn't need to, but it looks like maybe our companions need to rest, so we'll do that. Really quick. Sorry, I'm not trying to make you dizzy. I'm trying to find my room. There it is. I've been looking forward to today's recording session for a little while. Begin resting. Yeah, after last recording, like at this point I am starting to get... Okay, are we, what's going on here? Oh. It makes sense to protect the taverns first, and then the palaces and temples. What? Debatable. Continue. It makes sense to defend the taverns over the temples and palaces. Unsure about that one. But everybody's healed. So now we can go out. Yeah, we're approaching... I have been further than we are right now. So we're not as far as I've ever been. But I never completed Woljif's side quest before, so... Alright, looks like everyone is coming. Oh, I'm taking people out of my party. We need more companions, for sure. Okay. So we were talking about trying to get Seela's quest done. But it seems like we have no location specifics about it. I think our best bet is to just head to the market square and just see what we can get done here. And we got a random encounter.
We will be victorious.
What do we got? Just random cultists on the street? Okay.
Cover me, all right?
Something tells me I'm not too worried. I'm gonna keep Woljif back, and we're gonna keep Camellia back. There we go. 18 experience for that. Oh, and a couple masterwork glaives. Acquired scroll of Ray of Sickening. Your character Woljif can learn from a scroll. Okay. So Woljif can actually learn from scrolls, which is interesting. And he has high intelligence, huh? Interesting. We'll have to see what kind of companions become available for us. One really cool thing about games like this is that you can go to the Pathfinder and create your own companions and make it much more like create your own party. And I am incredibly interested in that as well, but the only problem with that is that these games, they put a heavy emphasis on your companions and their side quests and their personality and stuff like that. So, what are you? So by doing that, you're kind of like negating a big part of the game. Level 5, 38 HP. Cold Iron hurts him.
Forwards!
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Oh. There's a bigger battle going on.
Need that!
Get destroyed. This one crusader trying to defend these two citizens. I used up my healing powers. I should have prayed harder.
Let's move!
Okay, we got an athletics thing we can do over here. Let's try that.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
What did we do? Did we build a bridge? Okay, I guess so. Thank you, Lan. Oh, an even more difficult one. Lan succeeded, but now we have a battle.
Into the fray!
Oh, hello. Looks like we just murdered this guy. Look at this. Boom.
I'm done with you!
Okay, he's dead. Not really sure where we are.
Follow me.
Hold on, real quick. I'm a little worried about how loud the in-game sounds are, so I'm going to turn them down a little bit. Hopefully that'll be a little bit easier to deal with. Okay. We don't really want to lead with these two.
I'll cut you wide open.
Alright, just murdering everything we see. Collecting loot. So I guess this symbol means that maybe one of our people can learn from it. What is this? Rubbledum the Actor. Even a huge pile of junk isn't enough to block out the exclamations coming from beneath it. Reveal, O dearest darling beauty mine, why didst thou turn thy gaze on me, pray tell? Thy husband I called friend a time, but loved is an ocean, a friendship, a well. Let's move the pile of junk. Oh, we got some loot, 80 experience. Look, the door's open, and now we're completely at the mercy of whatever's up there. If it really is a demon. We have nothing to fear. We have the power of inspiration, after all. But hand me over my ladle, and that rolling pin. Alright.
March on.
Grandma Gretlin. Now look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friend and rescuer. I am Grandma Gretlin, theater director, and these are the members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props for the Malevolent Lich performance. The one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I put paid to that daft idea. What were you doing down there? We were rehearsing. Our art distracts us from our fear and panic. Really? When I'm scared, I eat. We tried that too, but our supplies ran out. But art, oh, art is eternal. Can you get somewhere safe? Oh, don't worry on our account. We'll be going to our basement in the next street. That's where our lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with lambkin around. Lambkin? Our male lead. He'll protect us. Don't worry, we know what we're doing. Thank you again for rescuing us, stranger. Today you did a great service for the Mendevian culture, and perhaps the culture of all Golarion. You will certainly be remembered in future eras as the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theater. Okay. See ya. I guess we can't go in there. I imagine there are demons right here. that they are walking past, but let's
Onwards.
keep looking around. Oh, they're over this way. I don't know what these are.
Let us be off.
Just, oh, they're ghouls. If they're ghouls, don't we have, let's see, are they difficult? 19 hit points. No, they're not too difficult. But they do cause nauseation and sickness and all that. His deadly aim. She is ghoul fever for 1 day. Disease. Paladins are immune to diseases, which is good. Oh, let's turn off that. I see zombies just walking around. So, hold on, let's take a quick look. Where do we see... permanent? Constitution damage. Okay. Don't we have any cure disease spells? I guess we'll learn more about that. I think we just triggered another battle.
Let's move. We won't falter.
Zombies should be easier to deal with. Oh, we let her go in first. That's not what we want. And we don't want him going in first either. There. You two, shoot these guys. Woljif.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Why'd that pause? Oh, what's this? A shadow. It also has effects and conditions. Not like in some of the damage we're taking. Let's use Ray of Frost on one of these. Immune. Okay. All this does is dazzle. That's not what I want. I need something that will damage and not damage my own teammates, which this will do. We can, hold on, let's move over here. -3 strength, I just saw that. That's cool. This should work. -4 strength. Okay, we did damage. Let's do it again. Try not to hit. Okay. And then magic missile this one. Oh my god, was our main character important during this battle?
Follow me.
I think he was. Let's save that. Now, how much damage are we talking about here? Jeez. And how long does that last for? Permanent. Resting or with lesser restoration spell. That's going to impact her ability to do damage and to even land hits. So pretty annoying. Pretty annoying, not going to lie.
March on.
The city has fallen at last. How glorious. Now I can stop pretending to be a shopkeeper and spend all my time on my true passion, reanimating the dead. Is that where all these zombies and ghouls are coming from? Cultist necromancer. Okay. Well, this might be a little difficult. Let's just jump into battle. We'll try to find some... Maybe dazzling will be a good thing to do now. A flare burst on the necromancer. And we'll go ahead and light up the angels. Ow. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. I moved Camellia out in order to have her take damage for an attack of opportunity. Let's heal herself. You can heal yourself. Woljeff seems to be fine, even though he's shaken. Where are you? Lan, shoot the necromancer, and you also shoot the necromancer.
Strike with all your might.
She's fearing people. Oh, 22 damage. Woljeff with the damage. Alright, that was a little difficult. We took some hits for sure. Frightened, frightened. Let's wait for that to run out. Okay. Get some of these. A magic glaive. Dark horn. It's an evil blade. Okay. The disfigured corpses are laid out in a neat pattern. Oh, it's kind of a neat pattern. It is corpses, but that's kind of neat. Alright. I wonder if there is a quest to kill that necromancer and we just did it. Let's save up. I understand that we should consider resting at some point, but I don't like resting all the time in games like this. I think there's a piece of loot up here. Get those. And we still have more areas that we didn't check out. More zombies down here.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
I'm not too worried about regular zombies. Even if there are... Oh, I am concerned about shadows. Okay. That's a little disturbing if we have no way of killing the shadow. Okay. Let's do it again. Sela is hurt. Lay on hands self. You cure yourself. Wait, no, the Frost has a higher difficulty class, so let's try that. Did you not... Where is Where's the shadow? There it is. I think the problem is this requires a dexterity, a ranged touch attack, which is dexterity. Yeah. And you need precise shot as well. Oh my god. So that's one of the big problems. So a lot of times that I make sorcerers in games like this, I actually decide to give them high dexterity and make them like elven archers that can also cast spells, which seems to synergize a little better. Right now, our dexterity is very low, so it makes it hard to hit, and we don't have any of these spells. I don't think this guy will take damage from anything. Damage from non-magical weapons. But I don't know if that's considered magical. I don't think these are considered magical. So that's why these are all missing. I mean, somebody can try to use this glaive, but it's evil.
Would you please keep this ugly thing away from me?
I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah. Your enemy shadow landed a critical hit. Nice. It might not be possible to kill this shadow without any more magic. Okay, let's see if maybe we can flank around it, get a bonus. Oh, or just run right through and trigger an attack of opportunity. Yep, there we go. That's what we like to see. She is on death's door. This guy has 2 hit points. Here's another thing we can try that I probably should have thought about earlier. What does Blessed Weapon do? Treat it as a magic weapon. Okay. Inflict light wounds. Equip. Oh, that's on Stila. I don't even know. Actually, inflict light wounds might not have the impact we want it to. But let's try. Did it miss? Is that what just happened? Are my claws considered? No, they're not yet. Okay, we just went down as well. Alright, let's reload here. So we can either rest, or we can use some scrolls to kill that. Is blindness
Adventures await.
permanent as well? Yeah. So that also wasn't helping. We were taking -2 on pretty much everything. Alright, let's try to rest. Somebody's not doing something. Woljif. Abyssal Corruption. Corruption grows at different rates depending on your location. Okay. So this is going to stop us from resting here for too long. Oh, this is way better, by the way. Just hitting auto assign. Just put everyone in a good spot. Alright.
You know, I hope this war at least teaches you how to talk to get along with your comrades in arms. I think we've got a decent party here, and you could find yourself some friends.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to kill.
Alright. Looking good so far. Okay, we got something. Sometimes a long-awaited rest does not bring the desired relief. What comes is a heavy, clinging sleep on the edge of wakefulness, where consciousness seems poised between reality and oblivion. The possible reasons for such disturbed slumber are myriad. Strained nerves, perhaps, or a lingering reaction to trauma. His age emerges from the oblivion of his leaden sleep like a drowned man dragging himself up from the depths of a swamp. The wound on his chest is burning like someone pressed an invisible brand to it. The wound is closed again, but the blood stain on his shirt betrays its presence beneath. There's no time to investigate the cause behind his malaise. A trying day lies ahead, but how will his age be up to the challenge if his thoughts are so muddled and his entire body aches like after a day's toil? I can't ignore my health. Better take care of it now rather than later, when it could already be too late. After several moments, the wariness abates, retreating to the depths of his subconscious, but leaving the path open to return the next time his age seeks refuge in sleep. His age recalls that he slept peacefully in the defender's heart. Perhaps a priest can explain what has happened. Yeah, this might be the corruption, because we're sleeping in a demonic area, right? So that kind of makes sense. But we are fully... Oh, we have... Okay, this was not healed.
Where I can.
Oh, it was partially healed. Okay. And then she's got constitution damage, dexterity, ghoul fever still. I think we have to rest at like Defender's Heart in order to totally cure that. But now we got our spells back, which is... Oh, we're still blind as well. That's silly. Alright, so down here is where we were fighting those zombies. We'll just keep an eye out for that shadow, which is right there. There it is. And we will just shoot magic missiles at it. And it doesn't have that many. Okay, she's taking hits. Everyone was targeting the shadow, so just doing no damage. We really need some magical weapons, but that helps. That helped. Alright, save. Oh, we got... So sweet it is to kill. Okay. Save this guy. No, he's dead. And those are ghouls. We already know they do ghoul fever. Okay, for some reason our tank decided to take a second before entering battle, so now Woljiv is getting hammered. Incredibly hammered. And not in the fun way. I think he's paralyzed, yep. Which ghouls can do. Hopefully that's not permanent. He's gonna go down. Just kill this ghoul. Okay. This should heal itself. He's got ghoul fever now as well. Everyone's got ghoul fever. Kind of stumbled into this.
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos. Rely on me.
I tire of waiting.
Let's give Woljif some healing potions. Save it. Okay, we've got a couple places to check out here. We kind of just stumbled in this direction. I don't think we're doing anything quest related.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Or maybe we are like preemptively completing quests. Lots of potions, we'll take those. Cold iron longswords. What do we got here? Failed. What kind of foul magic could do this to a person? Alright, I am a little more curious in checking up here in the cemetery. Succeeded. To dug up graves and other clues indicate that a necromancer has conducted a ritual here. Well, we already killed that necromancer. What do we got behind here? This reminds me of the mausoleum from Diablo 2 a little bit. Can't go in there though. Alright, let's keep going this way.
Let's move.
Just looking around. Okay. Is that the edge of the map here? Yeah, it appears to be so. Alright, we can head up here. Oh. Curl, a short hooded figure is poking about some bodies lying in the middle of the street. The stranger drags the first body off the road, respectfully props it up against a wall, and places the corpse's hand on its chest. The figure then freezes as if hesitating, and you see him reach out his hand towards the beautiful gold amulet hanging around the corpse's neck. He jerks his hand back, hesitates, and then reaches out again. I'm not going to be lawful. I'm going to say, what are you doing here? The stranger also almost jumps out of his skin, and the hood falls from his head. Under a mop of red curls, a round halfling face looks up to you. Oh, phew, I thought you were demons. Good day to you, good sir. Curl, is that you? Halfling looks at Sela and smiles broadly. Oh, Lady Sela, you're alive. Goodness me, that's the second bit of good news on an otherwise lousy day. What was the first bit of good news? Stick around and see for yourself. Do you know this person? I think clearly she does. Meet Rimvi, better known as Curl. He hails from Canabras and he fights in the Condemned military unit made of petty criminals. He's one of a kind, a rogue with a heart of gold. Curl, it's probably none of my business, but you should ask yourself if what you're about to do is right. His cheeks flush and he hides his hands behind his back. I just thought, oh, it doesn't matter. Can you tell me anything useful about what's going on? I'm afraid not, good sir. I just left the Defender's Heart. Before that, I was holed up in there, too scared to leave, although spending all that time under Commander Irabreath's nose sure was something. She's a strict one, and when she gets antsy... Don't even start. I've had enough of her breathing down my neck to last me a lifetime. So what are you doing, robbing corpses? No. Rimvi Curl may be a rogue, but he doesn't loot corpses. I just need to get these poor lads' bodies off the road. My friends and I are on a terribly important mission, and we need to get through. He's interrupted by the sound of wheels rolling on the paving stones. A cart drawn by a sad little horse. What? Appears from around the corner. A pretty half-elf is driving it, and a young man in knight's armor is walking alongside. Even from a distance, you can see his tanned face and his blue eyes shining brightly. See? A terribly important and very heroic mission. My friends and I are saving a beer cart from the demons. Elan of the Houndhearts. As he's speaking, the newcomers notice you, and the knight cries out in jubilation. Sela, I never thought I'd see you again. I thought you were headed to the main square, the center of the demon's attack. Jana Aldore. Hey, friend. Glad to see you were all right. When we got separated by the crowd at the celebration, I knew right away that something was wrong. And when demons appeared all of a sudden, I realized that was the reason why I'd been so anxious. But I couldn't find you among the dead in the square, so I kept my hopes up, and I was proved right. Sela's face lights up with joy. So you're the other bit of good news Curl was talking about. You and Jana are alive. Actually, by good news, I meant that we found the beer cart. Sir Elon and Jana being alive amounts to a quarter of a bit of good news. Well, maybe half. A beer cart? How about sharing with us? I'm sure we could all do with a drink. Oh, we got an ale. Certainly. Give me your flask, friend. And if you walk with us to the Defender's Heart, we can have a more thorough sampling of the spoils there. Jana, there's no need. The heart is very close, and the three of us will be enough to fight off an attack if there is one. Besides, our friend here surely has better things to do. More important things than carrying barrels of beer, I'll wager. By the way, my name is Elon, Sir Elon of the Hound Hearts. I'm glad to meet someone who's survived the madness. You haven't told me how you know Sela. I'll save that story till we're all back at Defender's Heart. You're going there, aren't you? We'll have a reason to toast our spoils. I'm not gonna say that. I have to go. Sure you will. Come to the tavern, we'll celebrate the valiant rescue of this barrel together. So that was her friend that we were searching for. And we do kind of want to go back to the Defender's Heart. Oh, so we stopped him from taking the amulet, and then we just totally took it. This one. Hilarious.
Follow me.
Okay, that's the way out of the map. Let's save. Oh, we got a battle about to happen.
March on.
We are the light.
More
They
ghouls?
are the darkness.
Die already.
I know his age is shooting into melee like a moron. What's this? Somebody ripped lumps of flesh from these dead bodies. We failed the lore check. Cultist Evoker?
Forwards!
That seems like somebody we want to kill quickly. And a wizard who's casting magic missile!
So this is how it feels.
Okay, people are taking big damage. Lan, shoot the wizard. Let's magic missile the barbarian here.
This will leave a bruise.
Oh, he died. Okay. Save it. What is this? A great club. Punching dagger. No thanks. I know we can go into the house, but I'd like to adopt this tiger first. Obviously. We're gonna check the rest of this area, save it. This strikes me as potentially dangerous. Oh, there's centipedes that are fighting nearby. Hear me, take heed. The hordes of the abyss march on. We already know that. The ward stone is their target. We already know that. They must not be allowed to capture it. We already know that. Who are we hearing? I hear battle. A Temple of Desna. Are they down here? How big is this map? Can I go that way? Count Arande's servant. Thank the gods I found somebody who isn't fleeing in a panic. Are you crusaders, mercenaries? The comely half-elf is so frightened he can barely get the words out. I'm a servant of Count Darren Kale Nevis Arande. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself and all his guests are trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through a servant's passage to look for help. Will you help me? The mansion's only a stone's throw away on the next street over. Count Arande, I've seen him a few times before, from afar. He looks highly audacious. I confess that he did capture my attention, but that's neither here nor there. We should help him. The gratitude of a rich and influential man can only benefit us. Succeeded at a world check. Who succeeded? Who rolled? Us, I guess? You've heard about the Arande family before. This wealthy and noble Mandevian dynasty was almost wiped out by demons more than 10 years ago. The last surviving member of the family, the young Count Darren, has an infamous reputation. He is well known for being a rake and a rogue. Misfortune continues to dog the house of Arande, I see. You're telling me. Everyone tried to talk me out of taking up the position, saying that it can't have just been bad luck that brought tragedy down on the family and almost killed off the line. But I reasoned that since my master was the only one to survive that calamity, that meant he must be blessed by fate and the powers of good. The pay was nothing to sniff at either. The servant cast his eyes around the street. I should have listened to people smarter than me and gone to work somewhere else, preferably far away from Canabris. Tell me more about what happened. I'll tell you what I can. I was working from dusk till dawn and back to dusk again, serving guests at the Count's banquet. When the other servants came to relieve me at my post, I went to sleep. Next thing I know, I wake up and there are demons inside the mansion. I couldn't even reach the Count. The monsters had blocked the way. The Count's banquet was still going on. He and his guests were in the Great Hall, and as far as I could tell, the door to the room was sealed, and the demons couldn't get in. I'm begging you, hurry. The mansion's doors are sturdily built. The demons will have to work hard to get past them, so you still have time to rescue the people inside. Alright, I'll help. It's not far. I hate to think what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help. Okay, but, I mean, we seem pretty beat up, and, like, this is probably not the best time to start a dungeon.
What's that?
There's also like crusaders fighting centipedes and such nearby. Is that this? Neophyte cleric. Oh my god, we got a whole...
They will break against our resolve.
So this is how it feels?
You'll be fine. I don't know how Woljif is getting all these sneak attacks off. Is it because he's considered
Just
flanking?
sit here. Don't worry about me.
And each time she gets up, she's like healing her dex. Yeah, she's healing each time she wakes up from that. Alright.
Let us be off.
Is this magic? Half plate +1? That's pretty good. Hold on. This is better. So her AC will go up to 25 if she wears that. Nice. I still hear battle around here.
Let's move.
So this is where the marketplace was, or where the, oh, what's this? The demon invasion transformed all of Canabris into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw a clash of titans. The demon lord Descari leading his hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Tarendaleb, the mightiest of the city's defenders, and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment simply by looking at the ruins. From the chimneys torn down by powerful wings in a sharp dive to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is his age, and he is not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place, like a gaze untethered from any observer. This mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, his age is vested with this power and looks at the world with its eyes. The past, present, and future stands before him as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. What past does he see? In the past exists the one who wielded this gaze in life, although the one and life are in opposite terms for aeons. Voiceless forces are the aeons. Is that what we are? The supernatural embodiments of cosmic balance. Rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how. This aeon appeared from outside this world. I like the music, by the way. This aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the world wound. The chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Descari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the Demon Lord cut the Aeon down. What present does he see? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the Aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive. The dead will be judged by Pharasma, Lady of Graves, Mother of Souls, Grey Lady, Pharasma, Goddess of Birth, Death, and Prophecy. All is as it should be, but the demons circling the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything in it knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. We got a purple stone knife. No mortal would notice it, but to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. His age picks the crystal up out of the dirt and stows it in his pocket. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it. Okay, and what future do we see? Good and evil, chaos and order, everything is in its lawful place in the multiverse and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls from life into death and back to life again. The reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect, and the Aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. Okay. After allowing the hero to view the world through their eyes, the little that remained of the destroyed Aeon is killed, even appropriate here for an entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them. Used up its last vestiges of energy, now they are ready to disperse into nothingness, unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the hero take on this power so that he may again look at the world through another's eyes, or will he allow it to vanish? We're going to retain. The spirit of the Aeon dwells out of sight, deep in his age's soul, like a pair of magical spectacles stowed away until the moment when the hero once again needs to look at the world through another's eyes. Interesting. And we picked up this this thing. Is it a weapon? No. Is it a consumable? Notable? This is just another thing that is not... It's not going to show up. Okay. Well, it said we picked it up. Midnight Bolt. Wow. Just 50 damage?
Follow me.
I understand, by the way, that I'm just walking around with a very heavily injured party. Oh, what do we got here? Stranger. Who are you? I am the answer, but what is the question? What are you guys doing? Watch it, watch it. What are you goons doing? You'll bloody crush me. Oh, there's a trapped one. Quit whining. Hey, alarm, someone's coming. Maybe he will help us. Wise up, would you, before you get us killed. Let's make a run for it while we still can. No, come on, don't leave me. I'll die here. Hey guys, I see you're in a bit of a jam. Get a load of this lot. And no escort either. Woljif, you little shit, how are you not dead yet? And who's that with you? They're friends of mine. Great guys. Listen, do me a solid. Help drag this sorry carcass free. They'll repay you. Cross my heart. Yeah, sure. Phew, I'm alive, and all in one piece, give or take. Thank you, I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. And you two clowns, I don't want to hear a word out of you. Get into the tunnel now. One trip, just to the Grey Garrison and back. Don't be a coward. It's not going to collapse. Go, or else we came all this way for nothing. That ended well, didn't it? Not now, talk later. Sounds very suspicious. Come clean, who are you? Alright, don't hurt us. They're thieflings. We already know about them. We kind of skirt around the edges of the law. That's how we make our living. Say some tyrant bans books that show stuff he don't like, or fancy Kyonin wine he don't drink. Is it wrong if we step in to fill the gap in the market? If there's a demand for it, someone's got to sell it. Don't go thinking we're gangsters or anything. Our only concern is making the lives of citizens easier for a little coin. People in this city can't even breathe without breaking some stupid regulation or restriction. Take this tunnel that collapsed on top of our friend, for instance. It leads straight to the Grey Garrison. Thanks to it, any soldiers whose throat feeling a little dry, or who's needing some nighttime reading material, we can get all the things for him and his heartless superiors refuse to. We can get all the things for him that his heartless superiors refuse to. We're providing a public service. Okay, I helped you. Now you can help me and Commander Tierbraid to save Canabras. The military needs people with various skills. Yep. You what? Are you blind or something? Know what people call us? A Relu spawn. And that's one of the nicer nicknames. Crusaders and Tieflings don't mix. We'll be torched on sight. Whoa, whoa. Tierbraid? Erebreath Tierbraid from the Eagle Watch? Lads, we have to help her. She's one of the only big shots in this town that will actually treat us with any decency. Why should we risk our necks for the Crusaders? Because Erebeth risked her neck for ours. She saved me from that creep Hulroot. He yanked me straight out of his torture chamber. Only a worthless toe rag would refuse to help her out after that. Nah, nuh-uh. I'm not listening to any more of this. You do what you want. I'm heading for the River Kingdoms. Go on then. I'm going with the Crusaders, and I'm going to round up the others to help. We've made some good money in the city. It'll be a shame to surrender our meal ticket to the demons, but enough yammering. So long. Okay. So some Tieflings have joined the Crusaders. That's good. Can't go that far. Save that. Okay.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
We will be victorious.
Just sit here.
You can just sit there.
Don't worry about me.
Mutilation. Jeez. Oh, Camilla's on death's door. We are really stretching ourselves pretty thin here. So is Woljif now. I don't think we're gonna be able to survive this. How many hit points do you have, bro? Alright, we're gonna reload. There's a lot going on here. We got this huge market square. We've got multiple areas we haven't even checked yet. Like, where is that? I want to go into the Temple of Desna. Let's head over here. Hopefully we don't trigger... Maybe something good will happen if we go into the Temple of Desna. Like, maybe we'll get our diseases healed or something. Save it here. Or maybe something awful will happen. Fanfare of the Faithful. Desna's, I think her symbol is like a butterfly, or butterflies are part of Desna in some way or another. Well, literally nothing happened in here. What if we rest in the temple? I guess there's no room. Alright, well, you know what? This is going to be a good spot to end this episode. We still got quite a bit ongoing here. We're getting abyssally corrupted as well, but I don't think we're ready to go back to Defender's Heart just yet. Maybe I'll use a bunch of potions and we'll just try to see how much further we can push through this. I'd like to clear out the market square as best as I can, and then probably go back to Defender's Heart, heal up, get rid of all these diseases, and then come back and save that count and do whatever else needs done. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, let me know if I'm totally missing something or making some crazy mistakes that you can help me with. I'll gladly take your advice, or just, you know, general tips to get better at the game. But I think we're doing okay right now. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.